Tennis legend backs Coco Gauff amid recent criticism. She can still improve her game. Criticism in sports is as inevitable as applause. For every cheer that echoes through packed stadiums, there's a whisper, or a roar, of doubt waiting in the background. Coco Gauff, America's brightest tennis star, knows this truth intimately. At just 21 years old, she has already lived a career's worth of highs and lows, Grand Slam triumphs, headline-grabbing breakthroughs, and waves of skepticism questioning whether she can truly dominate. In 2025, as Coco faces another season of expectations, a surprising voice has cut through the noise. A tennis legend, one who has tasted the mountaintop, endured their own share of criticism, and emerged as a giant of the sport, has stepped forward to defend her. Their words: direct, passionate, and powerful. Coco Gauff is still so young. She has already achieved more than many dream of. And yes, she can still improve her game. She hasn't even peaked yet. The statement ignited debates worldwide, forcing fans, pundits, and critics alike to reevaluate how they view Gauff, not as a finished product, but as a masterpiece still in progress. The burden of stardom. The early breakthrough. Coco Gauff's story is almost mythic. At 15, she burst onto the world stage at Wimbledon 2019, defeating Venus Williams in the first round. Wide-eyed yet fierce, she embodied youthful audacity. Headlines crowned her the future of women's tennis. Fans expected greatness overnight. But greatness rarely arrives overnight. The weight of expectation. Since that dazzling debut, every tournament Coco entered came with heavy baggage, comparisons to Serena and Venus, constant scrutiny, and relentless commentary on her weaknesses. When she won, she was celebrated as a prodigy. When she lost, critics sharpened their pens. The serve was dissected, the forehand questioned, the mental resilience debated. What the world sometimes forgot, Coco was still a teenager navigating the pressures of professional sport under the brightest possible spotlight. The rise to glory. U.S. Open triumph. In 2023, Coco silenced doubters, at least temporarily, by winning her first Grand Slam at the U.S. Open. The moment was electric. Arthur Ashe Stadium roared, tears streamed down her face, and the world declared, the future is now. It was the culmination of years of effort, and yet only the beginning. Beyond the slam, she followed up with consistent performances, breaking into the top 5, anchoring Team USA in Billie Jean King Cup ties, and establishing herself as one of the sport's brightest young stars. But even champions aren't immune to criticism. The criticism returns. The 2025 struggles. As the 2025 season unfolded, Coco faced stumbles. A shock early exit at the Australian Open. A tough loss on clay to a lower-ranked opponent. Suddenly, whispers grew louder. Was the U.S. Open a fluke? Social media buzzed with negativity. Analysts dissected her technique again. Some even suggested her game had plateaued. The harsh spotlight. Every flaw magnified. Serve inconsistency, double faults in crucial moments. Forehand mechanics, rushed swings, vulnerable under pressure. Shot selection, criticized as reactive rather than proactive. For a 21-year-old still learning, the criticism felt harsher than reality. The legend speaks. Enter the tennis legend. A voice with gravitas. A career filled with Grand Slam victories, adversity, and comebacks. Their message cut through the negativity like sunlight through clouds. Coco Gauff is still in the early chapters of her career. People forget Serena didn't win her first slam until 17, but her dominance came later. Venus peaked in her 20s. Roger Federer and Novak Djokovic refined their games well after their breakthroughs. Coco's best tennis is ahead of her. They reminded the world of something crucial. Coco isn't a finished product. She's a work in progress. Her serve will get stronger. Her forehand will get more reliable. She has the speed, the athleticism, the heart, and those are things you can't teach. The rest can be improved. The anatomy of improvement. What exactly could Coco improve? The legend outlined 3 areas. 1. The serve. Already powerful, Coco's serve sometimes betrayed her with inconsistency. With refinement, it could become the weapon Serena wielded for decades. 2. The forehand. While her backhand is rock solid, the forehand remains streaky. With better timing and cleaner mechanics, it could evolve into a reliable weapon. 3. Tactical awareness. Coco has the speed to defend like no other. But the legend stressed that offense wins slams. Learning to dictate points, not just react, is the next step. Their conclusion: she's 21. If she's this good now, imagine her at 25. The mental game. The criticism is fuel. Every champion faces doubters. Serena had them. Federer had them. Nadal had them. Coco is no different. But the legend argued that criticism can be fuel. Every loss is a lesson. Every critic is a motivator. If Coco uses the noise as fire, she will grow even faster. The pressure of being the next Serena. One of Coco's greatest challenges has been escaping the shadow of Serena Williams. But the legend insisted, she doesn't need to be the next Serena. She needs to be the first Coco Gauff. The fans' perspective. Divided opinion. The tennis community remains split. Some fans adore Coco, defending her passionately. She's 21. Give her time. Others remain skeptical. Her flaws are too glaring. But after the legend's comments, many fans rallied behind Coco again. Hashtags like #InCocoWeTrust and #GauffStrong trended. A symbol beyond tennis. For many young fans, Coco represents more than forehands and serves. She's a symbol of resilience, a role model, a reminder that success doesn't mean perfection. Looking ahead, the 2025 season goals. With support from legends and renewed determination, Coco's path forward is clay. Deep slam runs. Continued technical refinement. Building mental resilience against criticism. The bigger picture. The legend predicted, by 2027, Coco Gauff will be the undisputed world #1. Her game will be complete. She has all the tools. It's only a matter of time. Lessons from history. Sports history is filled with parallels. Serena Williams faced criticism for being too raw early in her career. Novak Djokovic was doubted until he broke through in 2011. Rafael Nadal was dismissed as a clay court specialist before conquering every surface. In each case, critics were proven wrong. Could Coco Gauff be the next to turn doubt into dominance? The cinematic future. Picture it. The year is 2027. Wimbledon final. Coco Gauff steps up to serve at match point. The crowd holds its breath. She tosses the ball, unleashes a 120 miles per hour ace down the tee, and collapses to the grass in tears. The commentators roar. From the doubters to destiny, Coco Gauff is world #1 and a multiple slam champion. It's not fantasy. It's the path her legend believes is inevitable. Conclusion. Tennis legend backs Coco Gauff amid recent criticism. She can still improve her game. Is not just a headline. It's a reminder of what sports truly mean. Criticism will come and go. But greatness is not built in silence. It's forged in the fire of doubt. Coco Gauff, at 21, has already achieved what most players dream of. And yet, she is only scratching the surface. The legend's words remind us all, Coco is not finished. She is just beginning. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share. Till next time.